Did you know that you can't actually camp in Sedona?
City limits, even at a Walmart, a parking lot, a church, anything, it's illegal to camp in Sedona.
Yep. We did not know this, but we have found a few places that are alternatives of where you can camp that are pretty close to Sedona.
We primarily like to boondock, and so these two spots we're going to show you are within 15 to 20 minutes of the best trails in Sedona, and they're free.
If you do not know what boondocking is, that is when you are going camping and you have to bring all your own resources. So instead of hooking your RV up to a hose or a power outlet source, you have to bring all of your own means. So you need to have your own way of making electricity. We use a generator, and you need to fill your water tanks up. Now, some of the reasons we like boondocking so much is, number one, it is free. And the other reason is because you can have views like this all to yourself.
You also want to check what type of land it is, and so if it's BLM land or state trust land, sometimes like in Arizona, you'll need a usage pass so that you can camp there with a permit. Just want to look into that type of thing before you get started. Just outside Sedona, there's two boondocking spots that we have stayed at that we really like. One is called Javelina Dispersed, and the other one is called Surprise Dispersed. Surprise Dispersed, there's definitely more room to spread out. If you have a bigger rig, that's probably what I would recommend. Javelina is a little bit smaller, and there's a lot more like van people and tents there. We stayed there with our 29-foot travel trailer, so definitely enough room for us. And we saw a big motorhome and a big fifth wheel there too. So, you know, if there's room, you can make it work, but probably only like 4 or 5 big rigs could fit there, where you could get like 20 plus in the other spot. So big rigs, check out Surprise. It's more of a parking lot than a camping spot. Javelina is a little more spread out. There's a little more trees, a little more brush. And so that's why we ultimately chose Javelina as our spot.
So we're driving through Surprise now, and this place is a bumpy. Very
so
bumpy.
Yeah, so if you're not into bumpy roads, do not stay here. Oh my gosh.
I don't think I would be nervous. I wouldn't be nervous bringing the trailer here. It's not like we're worried about scraping our jacks or anything like that. But it's just very bumpy.
We also bring our trailer to some wild places, so if you're a little more cautious, I don't know.
That's right. We have scraped our jacks countless times, so.
Come at your own risk. We love Sedona. It's been so fun. We've done a ton of hikes, Cathedral Rock, Soldiers Pass, 7 Sacred Pools, like a lot of just classic hikes. It's just so beautiful here.
One thing that is a little not my favorite about boondocking is the bugs. And the bugs here, they're not awful, but there are these little gnats that come out at night that kind of bite Jared. I actually haven't gotten any.
My leg
I haven't
is
gotten
like.
any bites personally. But there are these big old wasps. I think they call them paper wasps.
Yeah, paper wasps.
Not a fan. They are huge and yellow, and whenever we've been filming anything here, I'm always just a little bit of a wreck.
Half the videos kill it. You know.
I know.
Definitely 10 out of 10 recommend if you want to boondock. Looking for a place near Sedona, like honestly, we're not that far from all this stuff. Yeah, sure, you have to drive in to get to town, but there's nothing in town, so you're gonna have to drive anyway. We're definitely close to our neighbor here at Javelina. Probably would have been a little more spread out at Surprise, but we just didn't like the parking lot kind of feel. This was a little more secluded, and when we got here, we just talked to the guy next to us, and he was super nice, and so we said, okay, we'll just set up right here. And he's like, yeah, just come on in, like it's all good. So
Yeah.
nice
It was
people.
pretty packed when we got here.
Yeah.
But we just didn't, I don't know, when we were here, we didn't want to turn around with the trailer, and we were like, well, we're here, and this guy's offering, so we'll just stay here.
A few things you need to make sure of if you're going to boondock is, first and foremost, and this is so important, leave no trace. Seriously, sometimes you pull up to a boondocking spot and there's just trash everywhere, And it's so sad because these places are going to get shut down. So please do everybody a favor and don't leave your trash out. Don't make a mess. Like, just clean it up so other people can enjoy the free land in this wonderful nation that we live in, America.